going on, Pilot Point? Lots and lots of things have happened in the past, week. You know, we had election, we had some really horrible election results, but not just in Pilot Point, all through Texas. Texas in a whole, Democrats have won seat after seat after seat. And we're in the middle of trying to figure out what exactly is doing it. Is it the school choice issue? A lot of people say it is. But here's the thing. We had our moment. We had our time. It didn't matter. The Democrats had their way. We had the Jared Patterson and the Democrat group get together to take over what Texas is. It's painful. Let's not kid ourselves. This hurts. But we have nobody else to blame but ourselves. But there is a light of hope. And our light of hope in Pilot Point is Stephen Burkelbach. Stephen Burkelbach is an amazing person that has gone through so much shit for you. He has taken it on his chin because he believes in standing up for his own personal freedoms, his liberty, and he is leading the charge when it's coming to facing this senseless attacks towards him about winning his seat. But let's think about this. Let's put this together. The Joyce Duzman, the Rowdies, the Susan, I don't even remember her name, but Susan, what's Susan's name? Susan Roberts. I mean, all these guys are coordinated in talking shit. That's what they do. They understand that they can't let their candidate be in this fray. They have been very smart about this. And while people like me, people like you, people that don't like to fight, stay out of it. So if you want to stay out of it or you want to hold someone accountable for talking shit, do that. But do that to the people that are the ones creating it. Stephen Burkelbach is fighting the good fight, and I am on his side 100%. There's nothing he's doing saying that I don't stand by. He is trying to win this city for us. There's no other reason, because we have already lost as a city. We have Jared Patterson in the back pocket of our mayor now. And our mayor allows our city manager to do whatever he wants. When you have the city manager and the people that work underneath him leading you in the wrong direction, you need to correct that. So everyone that doesn't really understand what's happening. You have a cult-like following for the majors people, the people that don't understand what their job is. And you know what? If I'm a city manager, who do I want on the dais? Who do I want on the city council? I want dumb people that don't know the procedures of running a city, that don't understand local governance. That's what I want, and that's exactly what they have. They have that in spades, and our only hope is Stephen Burkelbach. He's going to be able to speak for us, and we're going to be able to see that they are going to do to him what they did to our mayor. Probably not as much because, let's face it, he's not Hispanic, he's not black. So they are still going to be super, super mean to him, and they're going to tell you that he is everything negative that you could possibly think of. But it's up to us to see through it. We went through this with Trump. Everyone said he was this, he was that, and it all came down to they were all liars. And that's what we're dealing with here in Pilot Point. We have the Rowdy liars. We have the Susan liars. We have the Joyce liars. We have liars back to back. But you know who doesn't have to lie for themselves? Who won't stand up for themselves? Why do you think we didn't have a forum? Because Ambrosio and the now sitting mayor could not get in front of you and answer questions. They couldn't face you directly, and that's why we didn't have a forum. That's why the newspaper didn't push a forum. That's why our city precinct, our precinct chair didn't push for a forum, because he knew they were flawed individuals. And you know what? If we're gonna have flawed individuals on a dais, I want Stephen. Stephen is flawed. He has been pushed to the limit. He has been arrested, just like Ambrosio. Look, I can sit here and call Ambrosio a liar. I can sit here and call Stephen mean. But what does that do? It does what the Rowdies, the Susans, and the Joyces do. They just want to sit there and call names. We are not those people, but we are also the people that sit on our hands and just allow them to do it. If you don't want Stephen out there protecting himself and standing up for himself, you need to do it. You need to stop allowing 4 or 5 individuals that support Ambrosio own the narrative. You are your own worst enemy. You don't think it's worth it getting up and voting. Well, guess what? You're about to understand what I understand. And that's our city council has been taken over by the Austin swamp. You know, a lot of you say you're conservative. A lot of you say you're Republican. But what y'all are doing has a cult-like action to it. You are willing to fall over yourself to do whatever this cultist group think people want you to do. How about you stand up finally and make a good decision? We need at least one person that isn't a part of this rubber stamp that Chad Major has brought to this town. And if you can take anything away from this, man, all of Texas is hurting. You know, we're losing the Texas way of life at every city, at every county. And it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. The Republican Party is besides itself because they don't know what's doing that. We have such a wide range of people that live in Texas that we got to remember to stay with our morals, stay with our ideas of what Texas is. And you know what? I truly believe Stephen has that. Stephen has it in spades. I have talked to Ambrosio myself. He is just willing to go with the flow. I've told him, I said, you know, the one thing your job on the city council is to take yourself out of the city council and put the people in those seats. Don't speak for yourself, speak for them. And he looked at me with glassed eyes and didn't understand what I was talking about because he's more worried about being a part of the group that he wants to be a part of so bad. Man, I want to end on a good note though. There's positive things happening in Texas, and what are they? I will find them. But as of right now, it's been a hard one. It's been a hard week. It's been a hard weekend. But you know, we did some great stuff on Saturday afternoon. We went out and supported Hudson. Hudson is a young man that's in my daughter's class, and we went out and raised some funds for him and his family because he's having a hard time. If you have any want or need to give to the Hudson family, please let me know. If you're a part of Hudson's group or you're a part of Hudson's family, reach out to me. Give me some information, give me a link or something where people can give so we can help out Hudson and his family.